It's 5 into the hour 12 and this is Baina Midday News. We're bringing you this news live from Benab House, Atomic Junction, Medina. My name is Sherifatu Ayuba. Coming up this afternoon. Local government minister hints of election of MMDCs next year as part of constitution reforms spearheaded by the Constitution Review Committee. Health Committee of Parliament urges Finance Ministry to urgently release funds for the recruitment of unemployed doctors and nurses. And on the international front, former Ivory Coast president barred from contesting October presidential election. Details of these stories comes up shortly. Thank you for staying with us. Remember, we're streaming live on Facebook at Baina TV. Now the news in details. The Minister for Local Government, Chieftaincy and Religious Affairs, Ahmed Ibrahim, has announced that the current group of Metropolitan, Municipal and District Chief Executives, MMDCs, sworn in by President John Dramani Mahama, will be the last to be appointed. He revealed that starting next year, MMDCs will be elected as part of constitutional reforms spearheaded by the Constitutional Review Committee. According to the local government minister Ahmed Ibrahim, the committee is expected to present its report to the president shortly, after which a national referendum will be held for Ghanaians to decide on the amendment. Mr. Ibrahim, who also serves as the NDC Member of Parliament for Banda, emphasized that President Mahama is committed to empowering citizens to choose their local leaders through the ballot. Touching on his ministry's mandates, the minister explained that its work is anchored on three pillars: chieftaincy, religious institutions, and local government structures, which comprise both elected and appointed assembly members. As part of this strategy, he disclosed that the president, through the ministry, has pledged to establish special sanitation courts under the authority of chiefs to handle sanitation-related cases effectively. Mr. Ibrahim also urged traditional leaders and the general public to support the National Sanitation Day initiative, stressing that active community participation remains critical to overcoming Ghana's sanitation challenges. The Health Committee of Parliament is urging the Ministry of Finance to release funds for the immediate recruitment of over 1,000 unemployed doctors, more than 48,000 nurses and thousands of pharmacists nationwide. The call comes after the committee visited the Kolebu Teaching Hospital on September 3 at the Greater Accra Regional Hospital on September 4, where it found that severe staff shortage were undermining the delivery of quality health care. Committee Chairman Dr. Matket Nawani stressed that the urgency of government investment in the sector, noting the increased spending on healthcare will yield significant long-term benefits for the country. Moving on, Interior Minister Mubarak Muhammad Muntaka has inaugurated a 7-member mediation committee with 1-month mandate to resolve the violent land conflict in Binyiri in the Savannah region. The clashes, which erupted on August 23, 2025 in the Sola Tuna Kalba district, quickly spread to neighboring communities, claiming several lives, destroying properties and displacing more than 50,000 people.
Speaking at the inauguration ceremony in Accra, the Interior Minister Muntaka Mubarak said the committee was formed on the directive of the National Security Council as part of government's commitment to peace, security, and social cohesion. He outlined the committee's mandate to include facilitating the safe return of displaced residents, assessing the extent of the conflict, evaluating damages, promoting reconciliation and dialogue, and recommending sustainable peace-building measures to restore livelihoods and strengthen local institutions. According to him, the government of His Excellency John Mahama expects that they will carry their duties with impartiality, transparency, and inclusiveness, engaging all stakeholders, traditional authorities, opinion leaders, civil society, and security agencies so that peace and trust can be rebuilt. He pledged full logistical and secretariat support for the committee and urged collaboration with civil society, development partners, and faith-based organizations. He described the task as heavy but honorable, noting that the people of Binyiri were counting on the committee as instruments of peace, reconciliation, and healing.
Members of the committee, this responsibility is a heavy but honorable one. The people of Binyiri and its surrounding areas look up to you as instruments of peace, reconciliation, and healing. Government looks to you for practical, credible, and sustainable recommendations that will not only bring relief to the affected communities, but also foster long-term stability and development in the Savannah region.
The mediation committee, chaired by Mr. Emmanuel Abuka Bombande, also includes Alhaji Collins Dauda, MP and Chair of Parliament's Committee on Lands and Natural Resources, Reverend Father Lazarus Anyere, Chair of the Savannah Regional Peace Council, Dr. Festus Obin, West African Network for Peace Building, Sylvia Homen Naugbesenu, Esquire, AG Director, Women, Youth, Peace and Security Institution at KAIPTC, Professor Ramatu Al-Hassan, and Dr. George Amwa, Executive Secretary, MPC, who serves as Secretary. The committee is expected to present its recommendations within a month to guide efforts at restoring lasting peace and stability in the Savannah region.
On this note, we go for a quick break. We'll be back with some more.
muku sallama ta fuskan musulunci ya ko bayin Allah ubangijin mu Allah madaukakin sarki ya daukaka mu da wanga addini kuma addinin musulunci babu shakka ilimin sa tana da yawa fannin tana da girma shi yasa ubangijin mu Allah madaukakin sarki ya nuna mana cikin alqur'ani cewa a ringa tunasar da mutane kamar da Allah ya ce cikin Qur'ani fadhakir in nafa'ati dhikra annabi ka tunasar da mutane saboda tunasarwan zai yi amfani wa zai ma amfani sai yadhakkaru man yakhsha mai tsoro Allah zai ji yayi aiki da shi jama'a bai yiwuwan musulmi ya rayu shaida tunasarwa akan haka saboda muhimmancin tunasarwan da Allah ya ce ma annabi fadhakir ka tunasar da su saboda wannan ya zama na kamar yau muka kawo muku sabon shirye-shirye akan Bayyina TV wanda ni ne malamin ku Malam Abdulrazak zan gabatar da wanga wa'azi ku dan tare da ni kan tunasarwa jama'a ai wa ma summiyal insanu insan illa li nasihi ai ba sama mutum suna mutum ba sai dai saboda mai mantuwa ne.
Fadhakir Tunasarwa this and every Tuesday at 9 p.m. only on Baina TV.
You're welcome back. You're still watching Baina Midday News on Baina TV. Now moving on to business. The Electricity Company of Ghana has proposed a major increase in electricity distribution charges, seeking an average of 2.24% rise in the distribution service charge over the 2025-2029 tariff period. The adjustment would see charges jump from the current GHP 19.0875 kilowatt to an average of GHP 61.8028 kilowatt.
ECG says the increase is essential to restore financial stability and ensure sustainable operations, citing inflation, foreign exchange volatility, rising interest rates, and full investment cost recovery as key factors. ECG projects annual revenue requirement averaging 9.1 billion Ghana cedis over 5 years, with operational costs, human resource expenses, depreciation, capital recovery payment, and taxes expected to climb steadily, prompting the proposed tariff review. In addition to the headline increase, ECG recommends several structural reforms, including reducing tariff bands to 2 categories for residential and 1 for non-residential customers to simplify billing, eliminating cross-subsidization to ensure fair cost allocation, introducing a net metering tariff for grid-connected renewable energy users, using the Bank of Ghana exchange rate for tariff calculations to manage forex risks, allocating service charges solely to ECG for meter maintenance and replacement, establishing a public lighting tariff to address street lighting funding gaps, ensuring full recovery of investment costs for ongoing and completed projects, including liquid fuel costs during plant shutdowns in the weighted average cost of fuel, factoring in the full reserve cost margin of 18% into tariff, switching to monthly automatic tariff adjustment instead of quarterly reviews. On energy procurement, ECG plans to source 22,784 gigawatts per hour from the Volta River Authority and independent power producers in 2025, transmitting 21,478 gigawatts per hour after accounting for system losses. Losses are projected to fall by 1% annually from 27.68% recorded in 2024. The utility also estimates bulk generation costs will rise from 253.78 Ghana pesos per kilowatt per hour in 2025 to 302.73 Ghana pesos per kilowatt per hour by 2029, with reserve margins pushing the total cost to between 313.02 Ghana pesos per kilowatt per hour and 359.09 Ghana pesos per kilowatt per hour over the same period. If approved by the Public Utilities Regulatory Commission, the proposed structure would be one of the steepest electricity tariff adjustments in Ghana's history. ECG insists the move is necessary to maintain power reliability and support future investments.
And on the international front, Ivory Coast's presidential race took a dramatic turn on Monday as the Constitutional Council ruled 2 leading opposition figures ineligible for the October 25th election. More in the following report.
Former President Laurent Gbagbo and Tijani Thiam, ex-CEO of Credit Suisse and leader of the PDCI, were removed from the electoral roll, disqualifying them from running. Thiam's exclusion stems from the nationality issues after acquiring French citizenship, while Gbagbo was barred due to a past criminal conviction. Both had formally submitted candidacies to challenge President Alassane Ouattara, who is seeking a 4th term at 83. 5 candidates remain, including former First Lady Simone Yvette Gbagbo and former ministers Jean-Louis Billon, Ahua Don Melo and Harriet Lagu, reshaping the race just weeks before voting.
And finally, in sports, Ghana Black Stars secured a hard-fought 1-0 victory over Mali in the 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifiers to tighten their grip at the top of Group I. Alexander Djiku struck the decisive goal in the 49th minute, producing an improvised finish from Jordan Ayew's corner kick.
Though Ghana had chances on the counterback to double the lead and ease the tension, they failed to convert, setting a nervy finish. The match itself was highly physical, with poor passing plaguing both sides for long spells. After Jiku's goal, Mali dominated possession, while Ghana sat deep to protect their advantage. Goalkeeper Benjamin Asari was instrumental late on, pulling off key saves from long-range efforts and dangerous crosses to preserve the win. With the result, Ghana moved to 19 points and a plus 11 goal difference, 3 clear of second-placed Madagascar. Comoros sit third with 15 points, while Mali remained fourth on 12 points. The Black Stars will next face Comoros at the Accra Sports Stadium in the decisive final round of qualifiers on October 11.
And this is how we bring the bulletin to an end. Our website, benamultimedia.com, has more news. My name is Sherifatu Ayuba. Have a good afternoon.